Thank you very much. Well, we better get on, I suppose, and we thought we'd do you a boring old ballad now, didn't we, Father?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, what we're going to do now, that's what we always call an old Scottish border ballad. Because that always reminds us of the old Scottish border, what we had staying with us once upon a time.
Well, we did, that's right, yeah. Well, that was during the war, as a matter of fact. He was a funny sort of a bloke, wasn't he?
He was very funny, yeah, very odd.
We sort of found him one day, didn't we?
That's right, yeah.
We sort of found him hanging up a tree. Just near the start of the war, wasn't it?
That was, yes, yes.
He was hanging up this tree by a load of threads with a sort of a parasol thing over him, wasn't he?
That's right, yeah.
And he was dressed as a nun.
Yeah. We thought that was rather strange, you see.
Well, we did, yes.
We asked him what he was doing, and he said he was bird watching, you see.
That's right, he said he was watching a woodpecker up there, didn't he?
Well,
That's right, yeah.
as far as we could make out, but the thing was we could hardly understand the word he said, you see, because he spoke in such a thick Scottish accent.
Of course, it was terrible hard to understand him. What was his name?
Well, he said his name was Fritz McSchmidt.
Fritz McSchmidt, that was the bloke, yeah. From the McSchmidt clan, he said, didn't he? That's
right,
the bloke, yeah.
Yeah, well, we helped him down, you see, and took him home, and he stayed with us for the rest of the war, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Fritz, yeah.
He used to do the bird watching. Every morning, he used to pedal off on his bicycle. Well, it weren't his bicycle.
It was my bicycle,
It was
as a
your
matter of
bicycle.
fact. Proper upset me, because bikes were rationed, you see, during the war.
He used all your mileage up, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
But he used to go off and do the bird watching, and then he used to come back in the evening, didn't he?
That's right, and he used to reckon the best place to go and watch the wildlife was all round the airfields what we had round here.
That's right, yeah, he used to go up the airfields, and he used to hide in the bushes so the birds couldn't see him, didn't he? And
That's right, yeah.
Stay there all day, making little notes in his book, and then he'd come home, and I'll tell you another funny thing about him, actually. He used to think that the people on the other end of the wireless could hear what he was saying, didn't he?
That's right, he did, yes.
He brought his wireless with him, you see, when he come, this big wireless thing. And every night he used to tune into these really thick Scottish programmes, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
And just when he got them tuned in and they heard him start talking, he'd start telling them all what he'd seen that day, wouldn't he?
That's right, you see, he thought they could hear him. He was
Sort of a bloke he was, yeah.
daft in the head, I reckon.
He was, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Still, he was harmless enough.
Well, he was harmless enough.
Yeah.
But we call this song after him because we can't understand a word of the song either, can we?
No,
so
we can't, no.
That's an old song called Big Musgrave, that's called. A holiday, and all the people dozed. Lord Ormsby's wife went into the town, but everything was closed. She couldn't get no shopping done, and so she looked around. And there she saw big fatty Groves a-lying on the ground. Go home, you fatty Groves, you are a drunken lout. Go home, you fatty Groves, you should not be let out. Well, I can't go home, and I won't go home, and I can't go home for my life. For the ring of my finger I have lost, I'll be murdered by me wife. Well, if I am quite frank with you, your wife is not at home. For she is in my husband's bed, and she is not alone. So as I've nothing else to do, no, really not a thing, I might as well come back with you and help you find your ring. Now, a servant who was standing there, just why nobody knows, he swore his cronies they should hear before the pub was closed. And when he come to the broad mill stream, he did not see the plank. And in his hurry to carry the news, he fell on his belly and he sank. Big Fatty and Lord Ormsby's wife, they hunted far and low, but where Big Fatty's ring might be, they neither of them knowed. Big Fatty and Lord Ormsby's wife, they hunted high and wide, till Fatty fell upon the bed, and she fell by his side. Big Fatty Groves, he got up to go and wash his face. When he returned, Lady Ormsby's husband lay there in his place, saying, well, I like your feather bed, well, I like your sheets, and well, to be frank, I like your wife who lies in me arms asleep.
Stay there, said Fatty Groves, I shall not rant and curse, for you have got the better of me, and I have got the worse. Stout fellow, said Lady Ormsby's husband, taken like a man. But in then come Mrs. Fatty Groves, and in amazement stand, saying, how do you like my feather bed? How do you like my sheets? And how do you like the curtains that I got in the sale last week? Well, up then spoke Mrs. Fatty Groves, never heard her speak so cheap. You told me you couldn't stand your wife, but now with her you sleep. Lady Ormsby's husband, he jumped up, and he ran right out of the door. I didn't know that was her, he cried, and was never seen no more. Well, Fatty fainted clean away at the closeness of the call. The ladies picked him up, and they leant him against the wall. They leant him up against the wall, but that was a disaster. For Fatty weighed full 20 stone, and the wall just lath and plaster. Well, the wall gave way, Fatty fell outside. And when he come to the broad pavement, he fell on his head and he died. Oh, a grave, these ladies cried to bury Fatty in. But better you make it extra large, or you won't get him all in. How typical, these ladies they did say. How typical of men to go and spoil a holiday. Holiday there.